Think about that, and I'm gonna tell you, get to that. Before he drowned, it was daylight saving time, April 29th, 1978. Daylight saving time, longer days. And me and my dad always went fishing, love fishing. So we was gonna go fishing this day. It's on a Sunday, it's on a Sunday. We're gonna go fishing. My mom said, y'all don't need to go fishing today. My mom had a sixth sense. She said, don't go fishing today. We said, we going. No, don't go today, go tomorrow. But do not go today, because something won't happen. My dad said, ain't nothing gonna happen, we're gonna go. So we went fishing. We had a little John boat. And we was in the John boat. I was in the front, he was in the back. But John boat is a small boat. My dad was 6'3", 250 pounds. I just turned 15, April 20th. This is April 29th, y'all. Okay? So, my dad went to catch a fish. He hooked it. He was big, he hooked it. The boat started tipping over. Guess what? The water started coming in the boat. So, we got out. My dad taught me how to swim. So, I looked back, he wasn't there. So what happened? My dad drowned, some kind of way. It took him 18 hours to find him. We was in a Blue Spring Lake. Blue Spring Lake, you couldn't see this far ahead of you. So what happened, the boater came and picked me up out the water, took me to shore. He said, you want me to call your mom? I said, no, I'll call her. I remember what my mom told us. Don't go fishing today, go tomorrow, something gonna happen. So as soon as I called home, she picked up the phone. I said, Mom, that's all I said. She started crying. Now, she started blaming me for my dad's death. So I'm telling you what I went through as a child. I'm going to blame me for my dad's death. She said, I wish my husband was here instead of you. You'll never be nothing. You can't do this, you can't do that. Think about that as a child. Now this was going on before I was 15, but it got worse. And I'll tell you one thing, when I taught the kids, I went to Plain High School, I've been to Hillsborough High, Middleton, Blake. I asked all the kids, I said, how many of y'all have heard gunshots? Everybody raised their hand. I said, how many of y'all have seen somebody get shot? You have a few. I said, how many of y'all had your mom shoot at them? I raised my hand. Didn't nobody raise their hand. Now, I'm in the inner city. I'm in the East End. Everybody looking at me, the kids. And then they came up to me, I just said, "Your mom shot at you for real?" I said, yeah, twice. So, I'm telling you this story to tell you this. Character, you could be what you want to be. You could do what you want to do. You got to have that character. Or what I did with all my bad stuff, I made it positive. You know, I took a negative and turned it to a positive. So character is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act or behave. Let me say it again. Character is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave. Now life, I'm telling you about life. You could always improve your character. You could work on your character every day. You could be the best you could be. And that's what I did. Best I could be. So when I worked in the community with kids, you know, as a police officer, I had to chase everybody. I said, wait a minute. I'm tired of chasing people. I'm going to start knocking on doors. So I started knocking on doors in the public house. That's how everybody knew me. I started talking with them. They trusted me. Then when something happened, guess who they called? I ain't had to chase nobody no more. They called me because they trusted that I was going to do the right thing for their family. So character is most important. Even when we hire police officers, or you hire any job, principals, you want to get to a job. You know, we look for character. But guess what? It's hard. It's hard to grab that character because you can put on the application everything you want. You could lie. But the only way you can judge people's character when they start working and you start seeing them day in and day out and what they do, how they do it, how they treat people. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How you treat people is most important. Always treat people right. The golden rule. Treat the person the way you want to be treated. You want somebody to curse you out? You want to get slapped? You want to get hit? Well, don't do it to anybody else. Because the rule. Okay, let's go with the first one, proactive responsibility. You know, it's up to you to be proactive. Y'all know what proactive is? What is proactive? There you go. Proactive. Don't wait on nobody to tell you what to do. Go ahead and do it. And that's what proactive is. Responsibility. You taking responsibility for what you do. Don't worry about what everybody else do. You know, because some people say, well, Jerry didn't do it, why I got to do it? See? Now, you do that, you're going to bring yourself down. So always be proactive in what you do and take the responsibility. You know, you have the city can do. You can do anything you put your mind to. Whoever you want to be, what you want to be, you can do it. It's simple. Look what I would do. You know, nobody thought I was going to be a police officer. Nobody. They said, oh man, he ain't going to be no police officer. I surprised everybody. I didn't want to be a police officer, y'all. My major was electronic computer engineer. I went to Bethune-Cookman, marched in the band. Yeah, I marched in the band, played tuba. Yeah. So I came to Tampa, moved to Tampa in '84. And I went to college with one of my friends at college. His dad was a major with the Tampa Police Department, Benny Holder. Everybody know Benny Holder? Retired chief, the first black chief at the Tampa Police Department, the longest running chief, 10 years. That was my little mentor. So he used to talk to me, man, Rock, you want to be a police officer? I don't want to be no police officer. I don't want to do that. Another person, he was a major. Curtis Lane. Everybody know Curtis Lane? That's my other mentor. He talked to me, hey, you need to be a police. I don't want to be. He said, you good with people, you know how to talk to people? I don't want to do that. Guess what, about a year later, I filled out the application. That was the best thing I ever did in my life. Best thing I ever did in my life. So, and look what happened. I went to college, went to Bethune-Cookman, played in the band. My major was engineering. But I didn't go that route. Oh, you know why? I had goals. You set goals. If that first goal didn't work out, set another goal. Set daily goals. You know, like school. School, you gotta make school simple. I'm gonna tell you how simple school is. If you do good, what'll happen? Good things will happen, right? If you do bad, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you how simple life is. Go to school. What I used to do in school, I didn't like to take my home. I didn't like to go home with homework. Before I left school, I did my homework. So when I went home, now I had all the time. Remember time management? Time? Manage your time through the day? When I went home, my homework was done. And I had a lot of time to play. Think about it. You got to change it around. You got to change the way you think. Or the way you think, you're going to make it work. That's what it's about. It's about thinking. Okay? What is character? Character is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act. Let's go to talents, discovery. You're going to discover your talent. You know, you're going to be able to do stuff. You might do one thing today. You say, wait a minute, I want to do this. I want to be a dancer. I want to be a singer. I want to be an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer. It ain't wrong to change, as long as you got goals and you keep it going. So your talents, you know, appreciation, loyalty, self-respect. A lot of people are going to tell you a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you one key also. You can't please everybody. Listen, as I moved up through the ranks, and I became a corporal, that's assistant to the sergeant. I became a sergeant. You know, I had like 12, 15 guys. You want to try to please everybody. And somebody still ain't gonna like, oh, I don't like him, or he do this or do that. So you ain't gonna please everybody. So what I did the golden rule. Treat people with respect, the way I want to be treated. Do the right thing for all. If you do the right thing for all, every decision you make in life, if you're doing the right thing for everybody for the right reason, guess what? it's gonna be okay. Remember, you can't please everybody. If you give I tell my wife and my friends, if you give everybody, if I give everybody here $1 million, somebody gonna say, why he giving 1.2 million? Seriously, think about that. If I give everybody here $1 million, somebody gonna be upset. Well, he could have gave me more. He know he got more money in his back pocket. He got more money in his truck than anything. So you gotta think. Remember how we think? Yeah. How we feel. And how we behave. Character. Like I said, you cannot judge character. We want to. You fill out an application, you don't know until they start working. Police officer, once they start working, we thought this guy had a good character. But once he started working, you see some of the bad things that he's been doing. And then that's how we reported and found out, okay, he don't need to be a police officer today, y'all. Y'all see what's going on in the world. You know, the good police officers, we hate that. You know, it's some officers don't need to be officers. You know, and he just hit key. You don't assume, you got to know. If you assume somebody, well, I thought he had a weapon. You can't shoot nobody for thinking that he had a weapon or assume. You got to know, you got to see it. And they taught us, you better not shoot nobody if you have a weapon. I can't shoot nobody. He'll reach for his waistband. I thought he was, so I'm shooting him. No, you don't do that. And that's just my opinion. Remember, I did 30 years. I was a firearm instructor. I did it all. So, discovering vision for your path. The vision. Gotta have a vision, though. Life is hard. That's why you have your parents. You know, it's hard, it's tough love. We might chew you out, might curse you out. We might tell you, no, you're gonna be punished today. But we're doing it for the reason, getting you ready for life. Life is hard. I tell you, life is hard. Your parents ain't gonna be here all the time, y'all. Your friends ain't gonna be here, so you're gonna be by yourself. We're trying to give you those tools to put in your toolkit where you can succeed in life. That's why this course is outstanding. You know, GPS, they get you prepared for life. Life ain't no joke. Discover your meaningful relationships. Meaningful relationships. You can't do everything by yourself, y'all. You can't do it. That's why you build friendships. You know, Principal, my great man, that's my fraternity brother. This is my fraternity brother here, my line brothers. Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Be friends for life. Think about it. And Jeff mentioned it too. See, you can't pick your family. Think about this, you can't pick your family. You got family, and families will break you. Some people just beg you for money, they steal your stuff, your family. But guess who you can pick? You can pick your friends, who you hang out with. Okay, if you pick this friend, and he or she got you doing something wrong, guess what? Get rid of that friend, go get a friend who's doing things right. Right? Well, if you do things right, right things will happen. If you do the wrong thing, it ain't gonna look good. You know, I got my grandkids, my boys. I got 4 girls. My kids, 4 girls. So I ain't have no boys. But my grandkid, I got 3 grandsons and 2 granddaughters. Those are my boys. So I teach them every day about life. You know, hard. You gotta teach them a hard lesson. Because y'all gonna hear everything out there in the real world. But we want you to think, to feel, the way you behave. You set your own destiny. Nobody don't do that. Teacher, you have the teacher. We helping you. But guess what? The teachers, they could teach you, but it's how you, what is that? How you handle that? What you gotta do? Huh? Think. So the teacher's gonna teach you a lot of things, but it's up to you. It's your life. It's not my life. It's not your principal's life. It's not the teacher's life. It's not your mom and dad life. It's your life. We just there to help you go through life. And then TLC, team loving, team, people. You gotta have people on your side. So pick your friends, pick your teachers. You could pick your friends, you know. So if you learn anything, you got control of your destiny. You got control of your life. Character. What is character? It's simple. What is character? Anybody know? And what's that? How you act. Those three things. How you think, how you feel, how you act. That's character. And you can work on character through your whole life. You know, you're born with it, but then again you work on it and you build from that. So when you're down and out, you think you're giving up, don't give up. Perseverance. You hit that. Persevere through life. People tell me, Rob, you ain't gonna be able to do that. You can't do that. Guess what happened? I can't. I'm gonna tell you what somebody told me. I was officer. A captain told me, he said, Rob, you got to, you know, suck up the people, you know, do things you don't want to do to get promoted. See, I ain't gonna say the real word I want, the real word I want to use. But I said, well, if I got to do that, I'll be an officer the rest of my career. I moved up through the ranks. I moved up through the ranks to major. Before I left, I had two months before I retired. The chief, Brian Dugan, he called me in his office. He said, man, I was going to promote you to deputy chief. He said, the only reason I ain't promoted, you got two months to go before you retire. That's the only reason I ain't get promoted to deputy chief. But what I'm saying is, you could do, if I could do it, what I went through in my life, you could do it. It don't matter what position you in, what class you in, what you went through with your family. It's how you think, how you feel, and how you act.
Not available in any store. And our official keynote speaker certificate. So thank you so much for being our speaker, my friends. Well, that's quite a witness, right? A story of how you live character. So earlier, Dave Bargo had stepped out. I guess he was helping somebody. So Dave, would you come forward here? We want to appreciate you. Give him a hand here for coming on Wednesday to help out here at Seminole Heights. Dave is a designer, but he took time out because he wants to invest in you guys because he believes that you are our future, right? So Dave, thanks for investing in these kids. Get a picture of Devin here. All right, so we've reviewed the program, we've heard how to live it, but that is actually not the end. Hang on, let me get back to where we were. Because our kids will tell you when they heard this music in our program, they knew exactly what was about to happen. All right, that's GPS Theater, right? So what happened in GPS Theater? You guys are the star of the show, right? So this graduation is actually not the end. This is just the beginning, right? The first day of the rest of your life. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hear from our graduates what this all means to them. So they've done a little preparation because we always teach to be proactive, right? So they're going to answer these questions. So I'm going to ask David to come on up because he earned the most bonus chips of all of the students in our class. Give David a hand. All right, so David, I'm going to walk through these questions with you, and you've got your little cheat sheet there, so that'll help you, right? So Dave, first I'd like you to give us some words that you think describe you.
Looking ahead, caring, and adaptable.
There you go. All right, it's very proactive, very true. So when you did your Myers-Briggs, what was your natural comfort zone?
ISTJ, aka inspector.
Right. So Dave's an inspector. He's very observant. He watches everything. That's why he learns so much, right? So what category is an inspector? It's a guardian, right? Guardian means that he protects people. He's guarding the systems around him. And I could see at Seminole Heights, he was guarding the learning process, and he was helping. He'd always volunteer to mentor the other students that, you know, either missed class or something. He'd say, "Can I be a makeup coach?" He'd say, "Yeah, Dave, you're ready to go." All right, so now what's the strength and what's a weakness for being an inspector?
Consistency, and my weakness is distractions.
Right. And of course, change, right? So Dave's really good. When you got him rolling, he'll just keep rolling. But you say, "Okay, Dave, we're going to do it all differently now." And you go, "What? Do we have to?" So, but he knows now that that's something he can prepare for. All right, so then we talked about our SMART goals. What do you want to be someday, David?
An artist.
Okay. Right. Okay, so being smart now, right, being specific. So what kind of artist did you say you wanted to be?
A musical artist.
Okay, musical artist, so music is his love. All right, so let's walk through your SMART goals. So specifically, you're going to be a music artist, like in a band or something, okay? And what's the measure? How do you know when you've hit your target?
Once I'm able to live off of my music.
Okay, so you've got to be, you know, credible, right? You've got to be set up for success. So you might be, you know, get an education, right? So tell us some of the attainable steps to get there.
Getting like a musical degree, musical technology degree.
And then put your band together, right? Get ready, and then good things will happen. So relevant. Why do you want to put all this hard work? There's lots of people competing in the music business these days, right?
I just want to make some type of impact.
There you go. A positive impact. We talked about a positive ripple, right? You throw a positive pebble, ripples come out. David is going to be one of those. So how much time, when you look at all the steps to get your diploma from Seminole Heights, extremely important. That's the foundation, right? And then get some of that music training, get your band together. How many years did you calculate out?
6 years.
A 6-year plan. Can you give him a hand? He's thought this through. 6 years, we're going to be getting his autograph, be worth something, right? Okay. So now, tell us some principles from GPS that's going to help you be this successful musical artist.
To be team-oriented and to be respectful no matter where I am.
There you go. Okay, some of those GPS principles. Now, one bad habit that you're going to break, okay, and we're going to give you a challenge coin so that you can carry that with you to remind you. So what's one bad habit you think you want to overcome?
Procrastination.
Procrastination. I think probably we almost all own that one, right? All right, so give David a hand, some learning some things. So what we're going to do is now we're going to have our other students go out and meet with their parents as their coach and mentors and share, walk through what we just did with David, and you're going to share with your parents what you've learned about yourself, okay? So take your scripts, on your mark, get set, go, all right? Go out and meet. So they're going to share with their folks, and we'll find out if their parents are pleasantly surprised, right? Okay, while they're sharing with their parents, we're going to tell you our students have been earning bonus chips for working hard in class, doing assignments, participating. So we have 3 tables of prizes set up that they have earned. So let me tell you about the first table. I feel like a game show host. On table number 1, we have set up some prizes. They're going to help them be set up for the job interview, right? We know that they want to be successful with a career. So at the first table, they're going to be able to choose a pillow, a tie, a belt. Some of our gentlemen might need a belt, right? And we've got socks, we've got shirts. So anything that's going to help you to be ready for that interview, to nail that first interview, right? Because you only get one chance at a first impression, okay? The second table is our learning table. So they're going to select books, DVDs, CDs, all media about being a lifelong learner. We've got some great books there, some inspirational books and so on, all there for them to pick from. And then the third table is the fun table. They're going to pick out anything that might look like it might be fun for them. So we got all sorts of different things, from hoodies and shirts to albums, picture albums, to jewelry for the ladies, hand creams, all sorts of kind of fun stuff, all right? Now, guys, remember, you may not be picking something out for yourself. You can always pick it out for maybe someone in the family, right? It's not always just about you. But what we're going to do, because our graduates here made it here, it's a big deal about, it's not just earning a graduation, but it's actually showing up, right? So we're going to let you pick 2 prizes from each of those tables, right? So you're going to walk out with 6 prizes, right?
We've
Never done this before. But only 2 from each table. So you can't go like bartering, say, well, I want 3 from one table and 1 from the other. 2 from each table, because we want you to be prepared for the interview, we want you to be prepared to be learners, and we want you to have fun. Okay, does that sound fair? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do, and you're going to pick out your GPS t-shirt just like Rocky got his, right? So you're in a very special group. No one, you can't buy these on the internet or anything. You only get a character GPS shirt when you have completed the GPS program and you're part of the GPS club here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to call the students up to do their graduation, like the Grand March. They're going to get their GPS certificate. They're going to get their dog tags, which represent the 7 toolkits that they have earned. And I'm going to ceremoniously put this over their heads, and I'm going to look them in the eye like they're being knighted. Because you really are. You're ready for life. I'm going to look you in the eye and say, you are equipped and you are capable to pursue the dreams you have for your life. And you're going to realize, I am ready for life. I'm not scared of life. I am ready. Bring it on. I am equipped, and now I'm ready to do it. And then, as we said, you're going to get your challenge coin for the one bad habit that you've agreed now to try to make an investment on, to break that bad habit, so that you know that you're in control of your life. The bad habits or addictions, they don't have control over you when you decide to take control, right? But it takes 30 days. So you might need a family, right? Friend, mom, dad, something to remind you while you're working on those 30 days until it becomes your natural habit, okay? So we're going to also give you a GPS pencil. And students who show up not always have pencils. So you've got now a character GPS pencil, right? So you are always equipped to be able to learn, take notes, right? Be successful in life. So let us go ahead and get this going here. So all right. So we're going to start our grand march, and the first one then with the most chips, David Strong. Come on, David, come on down and get your GPS certificate. again, we are so proud of these graduates, and this program, we love doing this. Rocky said, when you find something that you love, your passion, you never work a day. So Miss Debbie and I, we work as a team. We love to minister to these kids, and to you all, you're heroes. All of you parents are heroes raising your kids in this crazy culture we live in. But if you would, take a few minutes and fill out the evaluation form that was on your chair, because those are the feedback we use to get our grants renewed so we can offer this program for free. So there's 2 boxes on your way out that you can drop those off at. And then as part of our celebration, Mr. McRae has provided a GPS graduation cake and refreshments here so that we can kind of celebrate. This is a milestone in these kids' lives, a day they will never forget, the day that they learned that they were ready and capable to pursue their dreams. So how about one more hand for our graduates? So we're going to do a blessing, then we're going to have all of our graduates come up and take a group picture here with our keynote speaker and our principal here. So we want to congratulate you students again for this accomplishment and milestone in your life. So let me give you a blessing here. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Congratulations to officially GPS graduates. Well done. And let's get a group picture right up here. So all of our GPS graduates. There, huh? Yeah, look at that. Come on up. Right in here. Mr. McRae. Want to join us? All right.
Yeah, who's coming?
Need Lewis and Noah. Come on up. Come and join us for your GPS official graduation picture. All right, here comes Lewis. Squeeze them in. All right, we got everyone in there? Oh, yeah. There we go. All right, all right, now we'll get better pictures. Okay. All right. Hey, parents, if you'd like to come up and have a picture with your graduate and with our keynote speaker, I'll join in. We can take turns. Come on, parents, come on up. Okay, people want to come first here. Okay. All right. Rock, you want to join us here? Okay. All right. Congratulations. Okay, great. You all set? All right. Who's next? Lewis, come on up. Come on in. All right. Here we go. Hey, you're never going to forget. We good? Okay. Jasmine, are you next? Jasmine, where's your family? Come on up. this and Noah, did we get Noah's picture? Noah have to run? No, Noah. Noah, did we get your picture with your folks? Board member, come on up with our keynote speaker and Great Ashley. Can you make it? Stand behind you.
That's right.
All right, great.
All right, now the goofy one.
We're coming. Come on in. All right. Here we go.
Thank you. Good job.
I got a shirt there. And, just get a GPS shirt.
Oh, good, okay, good. Sure. You get to take this home. Yeah. And you did you get your 2 prizes for me? Right, good. Awesome, congratulations. Thanks for coming. Good. Like it?
It's Rachel with you right now. Rachel that we have right now. People are not, thinking very well.
Still up there.
Just supporting what you're hearing.
Actually, it's the first time. Oh, it's the first time that I'm seeing her
That's the big plan.
Oh, she's very excited. Yes, oh, good. She did already. She did already. Thank you.
Have some cake now.
Okay.
Shut this off.